How did you feel before walking onto the set the first time to see what has come to life? We would not be here without you, so that's I think they're ready for us.
Well, I'm very welcome. For what?
Hello again, kiddies. It's your friendly neighborhood watchman, here with you again to talk to you about The Witcher. And this will probably wrap up my videos related to this topic as far as Henry Cavill being attached to this series. The last video was in regards to people behind the show trying to smear the actor, Henry Cavill, who played Geralt of Rivia. And now it appears they have backtracked.
Who'd you talking about?
Yeah, that's because they heard the fans who didn't blindly swallow their bullshit. So without further ado, from Bounding into Comics by Spencer Backley with the heading, After Smear Campaign Attempted to Paint Former Star as Toxic, Netflix's The Witcher cast praised Henry Cavill, quote, very supportive and funny, good-natured professional, end quote. That wasn't what you were saying last time. In stark contrast to the attempted smear campaign that was launched against the fan-favorite actor in the wake of his departure from the series, the returning cast of Netflix's The Witcher series recently praised Henry Cavill as a good-natured professional whose presence is cemented in the DNA of the show. Can't trust these people, boy. This latest sentiment towards the former Geralt actor was offered by series stars Freya Allan, Ciri, Anya Shalatra, Yennefer, and Joey Beatty as Jaskier/Dandelion during a preseason 3 premiere promotional interview given to comicbooks.com Matthew Aguilar. Near the end of their time together, Aguilar asked the group, what was it like filming the final episodes with you guys as a group, and how are you feeling about that? And how excited are you for the next chapter and Liam Hemsworth's replacement of Cavill? To which Charlotte answered, first with a rather unenthusiastic declaration of, excited.
Whatever.
Yeah, can't wait to have Liam on board. Well, he is, but to meet him and have him as Geralt, the actress continued, it's going to be bizarre. And I feel like I'm definitely going to feel that loss. I think we all will. Henry's been incredible and carried the show, so definitely going to feel that. But very, very excited for what's to come. There's so much story to tell. I think it's intriguing and exciting to get to see another version of this, or interpretation of this character, added Allen. Likewise, Beatty asserted, yeah, very excited, and we'll all miss Henry greatly. And you know, as you said, behind the scenes, he's always just been a very, very supportive and funny, good-natured professional who is always the first to laugh on those bad days and to crack jokes while getting stabbed in the back. And that presence is cemented in the DNA of the show, said the fan-favorite actor. Yeah, cemented in probably us playing our characters, Allen then noted. I know that I won't be able to help but visualize him coming forward. It's just that's been Geralt. But I'm still really excited to see something new as well. While this praise of Cavill from The Witcher's core cast likely comes as welcome words to the actor's fans, as noted above, the sentiment expressed by his 3 former co-stars stands in stark contrast to those allegedly expressed by the series production team. Ha! You can say that again. Those backstabbing some of my bitches. In December 2022, celebrity gossip podcast Do You relayed to its listeners a story purportedly sent in by an unspecified member of the Witcher team, which claimed that Cavill was, for all intents and purposes, the living embodiment of the strawman conception of a toxic dude bro. At the beginning of the show, wrote the source, Henry was good to work with. A lot of unusual demands that made people feel like he wasn't really a team player. But that's not unusual for a big star. Though in TV, it truly usually doesn't happen until the second season. But in season 2 and 3, something shifted, and he became really impossible for women to work with, which is always a big problem, they continued. But even worse here, because the showrunner is a woman. He would try to overrule her and try to get changes made last minute across the board without her knowledge, said the individual we shall refer to as BS, which, if you know nothing about showrunning, is completely effed. The showrunner has to sign off on every minuscule detail, down to the buttons on a costume. Continuing to paint Cavill as a rampant misogynist, the source added, female writers and directors were suddenly completely ignored on set, unable to do their jobs, for God's sakes. Every department head was complaining, they accused. He started making comments. It wasn't a sexual thing. He wasn't like grabbing anyone or being lewd, but it was disrespectful and toxic all the same. Yeah, they wished he grabbed them. Let's not kid yourselves. Homely chicks got mad that Henry paid them no mind. Next, but I digress. Next, attempting to paint Cavill's love for and dedication for accurately portraying the series' source material as an inherently bad thing. The anonymous accuser then complained he's deeply addicted to video games, to the point where it was like working with any other addict.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
He was distracted. He was late. He was obsessive. Always playing on that Game Boy, they stated, making reference to the actor's noted love of CD Projekt Red's The Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt video game. And a lot of people think that the misogyny came from gamer world. Video game bro language is not how you talk to coworkers. And he wouldn't stop. Someone on the show compared it to watching someone get brainwashed by QAnon. QAnon, can you believe this? Can you believe this? The boogeyman group QAnon.
Stay on target.
His whole personality shifted. Eventually, his disrespect escalated. They further recalled he would rewrite scenes without even alerting the other actors in the scenes. Until it was time to shoot, he decided that he didn't want any romantic scenes at all. No kissing, no shirtless scenes, etc. Me and my boys were so disappointed. He wanted complete control of storyline, but really had no idea of the limitations of TV, structure, budget, etc. Yeah, he's a veteran actor, but so what? I've been writing since high school. He formed a weird alliance with one writer who was also a gamer, who eventually got fired after multiple HR complaints were made. They told Dumois. And after the writer left, Henry did anything he could to hold up production and cause problems. In terms of his exit from The Witcher, the source explained, eventually top brass at Netflix was tired of him costing them money. With delays in HR investigations, and the showrunner was asked to construct a potential exit for him. Netflix reached out to him personally, and he was given one final warning and violated that warning with an email he sent to the entire writing staff. Right after that meeting, they concluded, that was it. Ultimately, the dissonance between the actors' sentiments and the attempted smear campaign begs the question of whether or not the feelings expressed by his co-stars are genuine or an attempt to, by Netflix, to switch PR strategies after failing to take down Cavill. But unfortunately, it's unlikely the public will ever come to know the answer. So with that said, let's jump on over to the comments section, as we are wont to do. First one up from Miggy. Just damage control after seeing the DC Universe fail after they booted Henry Cavill. The fans like him because he comes off as an ordinary man and a gamer with a passion for what he likes. Yeah, I agree with that. Give you a thumbs up. Next, from SWF. Likely they saw how passionately the fans liked and supported Cavill, and how Hisrich, that's the showrunner, has utterly decimated the series. This is a showrunner who bragged about not hiring writers who knew anything about the books or the game. So typical of Hollywood. When you release things like that to the fans, then try to claim that the actor who relates to the fans and enjoys interacting with them, and has even refuted questions from interviewers calling fans toxic, it falls flat. Amen.
Culture of toxic fandom, where like if you make a movie, especially if you make a superhero movie, like you have great intentions, but there are always going to be a small yet vocal group of people there can kind of just be toxic.
I understand what you're saying, but when it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have. And people are going to be upset because, especially when you're talking about books or games, because you're never going to be the exact person who they had in their head or who they played on Witcher 3, for example. I don't necessarily consider that toxic. I just consider that passionate.
Cavill is a tremendous actor who seems to want to be faithful to source material. And if there's one thing Hollywood's woketivist can't stand, it's somebody who is unwilling to compromise their fandom to push the message. Very true. And also Henry was a genuine fan of the material. He had knowledge of it. He read it, played the games, even before the series first started filming. From Dual Lippos Hot, we have, I hope his Warhammer series breaks records. Great comment. You and all his fans, like myself, hope for the same. Next from Pat Gray C, we have, I forgot this was back. Still not watching after that atrocious second season. I don't blame you. Voster comments, they mentioned an email that Cavill sent to everyone. Oops, what a slip up. So multiple people could easily have leaked this very tangible evidence to corroborate this narrative. Yet nothing of the sorts ever showed up. Not to mention Cavill would be able to dispute its legitimacy by knowing the sender's address, if it was really him or not. And of course the data was sent specially. But then again, woke aren't known for being intelligent. And some woke fool was offended and decided to dumb you down. From Errant Bell, we have Hollywood promoting women is not the problem. Hollywood promoting bitter, talentless harpies, on the other hand, that appears to be having a deleterious impact on the entire entertainment industry. You got that right, sister. From Mr. 0303, we have, I guess these snakes were instructed to say nice things about Cavill to gain goodwill from the fans. I don't think it will work. And neither do I, mister. Next we have Purple Bug, who says, sounds like Netflix got a cease and desist letter. From a guest we have, so nice. After their SJW witch hunt got him canned as Superman, I hope The Witcher gets cancelled. Well, it's on his last legs, that's for sure. It was rumored to almost be cancelled when Henry Cavill left the series, so... Which shouldn't be a surprise when you deviate from the source material and don't want to hire people with knowledge of the IP. Like, duh. Well, folks, with that said, we have reached the end of this video. If you're a fan of the Witcher series with Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia, please slash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and gently caress that notification bell so that you'll always be forewarned whenever I drop another video. And as always, kiddies, stay safe, and I bid you peace.
Can I have a little silence, please? I'm trying to get some work done in here. Thank you. Well, I gotta go now, because I got some stuff to do, so,
Wait, one last thing before you leave.
Yeah?
You know, I've been feeling quite lonely here. I was wondering...
Yeah?
If you see this man in Novigrad, can you tell him to pay me a visit? He's so cute and so romantic. Thank you, Geralt. Bye.
I told you I was sick of that!